Hey you guys, it's Nikki Yana coming at you today, and I know you guys, I am supposed to be on my sabbatical, which is, not doing any videos. Um, Let me make it clear. I'm not doing any videos, but there will be times that I will be in and out of watching some videos for particular reasons. Um, Okay, so I am just doing this video. Do not expect any more videos from me still. But I'm doing this video because I owe it to the people that actually care about me and know what's going on in my city, which is Baltimore. You guys have seen the news. You guys have seen the headlines. Um, you guys know about the riots that's going on right now. Um, I wanted to, because so many people have emailed me and also put on the comments below underneath of my last video wondering if I was okay. So that's why I'm coming going doing this video. So I hope that this answers any questions and clarify some things. Um, I am okay, you guys. This actually is more in the inner city than the areas I live in. Even when I lived in my previous place, I didn't live in the inner city. So, as you can hear, my windows are up. It's always quiet as a mouse around here. Not saying that they or people won't target um, certain areas, but the truth of the matter is it's proof on camera that they are targeting certain areas, and there is most of these riots, if not all of these riots, um, are in the inner city, and unfortunately the impoverished areas. Um, Again, not saying that it won't work its way into the surrounding counties, but I'm talking about right now. Um, that's where the riots are going on. So we are not directly affected by the riots. We meaning um, my family. So you guys don't have that to worry about. If something was to change, I would do an emergency video such as this one, and I would call it an emergency video like this one. Um, Again, I'm doing this because there are so many that actually care about me that are aware that I live in um, Maryland and Baltimore, Maryland, and they are wondering if I'm okay or if my family is okay. So yes, we are okay. I had one person ask me, "What do I feel about it?" You guys don't know the other side of me. I try to stay away from expressing it on my social media um, for various reasons. People always try to find fault in everything I say. So why give anyone any gasoline to fuel the fire of hatred that they have in their heart for me for some reason and they don't even know me. Um, um, and also, I don't want anyone to take offense to it. It's hard to be able to voice your opinion because when you voice your opinion, anyone that thinks differently, maybe um, their knowledge of history is different, their teachings are different. Anyone that is opposed to what I may say, they take it as, that's something for us to fight about rather than just voice their opinion and go on. Um, so I am very strategic about what I share in regards to um, historical knowledge, um, my teachings, things that I am learning now, um, even somewhat religious teachings and things like that. I try to stay somewhat away from giving too much of what the real me thinks. Um, I'm looking at they probably won't show this nationwide, but a lot of our black men this morning are going, and they bring in their black sons with them as well, which is wonderful. They're going and cleaning up um, the devastation that was created yesterday. And sadly, some of the devastation was created by their neighbors, probably. Um, I'm going to say what I say. I'm going to say what I feel, and let the chips fall where they may. Um, Here we go. I've been addicted to hot tea lately. I don't know what's going on, but you guys know that I get in that mode where I'm addicted to one thing and I always want that one thing. And then ever since I had the surgery, a gastric sleeve, I've been like that. Um, but surprisingly and thankfully, the things I've been addicted to are good for me. Um, Last 2 weeks it was grapes. Uh, 2 weeks before that was oranges. Now it's hot tea. So anyway, so I'm trying to be careful about how I word this. It serves no purpose to riot, to destroy our own communities. But if you notice, I have heard of nothing thus far about the rioters burning down their own homes. I've heard of them burning down corporate companies such as CBS, um, I believe a Rite Aid, um, some 7-Elevens that are in the tourism areas, such as the Inner Harbor area and things like that. Um, but unlike most riots or some riots that we have seen in the past, they would burn down, their own neighbor's home. Um, we have not seen any of that. Despite what it may seem to outsiders, meaning you guys that are looking on the outside, I live here. Um, I was raised here. And I know what's going on because I am in here. Um, there has been no row homes destroyed. There has been no single family homes destroyed. There has been no apartment complexes destroyed. The closest thing that was destroyed to um, residential was a Rite Aid that was set on fire, and right behind it was a new upcoming development that would be for senior citizens, but it was not even livable. It was not even fully developed, so it was a shell of a building, but that's what it was going to be for. So that's the closest thing to a residential area being affected or a residential home being affected. Um, our mayor, I'm not even going to talk about her right now. Um, I think she was too busy making sure she sculpted her eyebrows properly and making sure that she outlined her lips with matte crimson before she placed her ruby Roo lipstick on. Um, and she was too busy doing that for to be seen on camera for 5 hours that it took her to respond and give a message to um, the local um, people that are affected by this and the locals that are participating in this. Again, it took her 5 hours to respond, to give any response, even calling up the news stations. That was not done for 5 hours. But I'll leave that alone. Um, Sometimes peaceful is not heard. And there is a side of me that you guys don't know about, of how I am in some ways a radical African American woman. Um, that I would say follows more of Malcolm X teachings, um, earlier teachings as well, than I would say Martin Luther King. Now, that may be surprising to some. That may turn some off. But I am who I am. I know what I know. I've seen what I've seen. And I live in this melanin. Okay? Um, I believe that we should be smart and strategic in the areas. If we did want to riot, then we need to hit them in their pockets. Not in our local areas, not in our residential areas. Go to the tourist areas, because they're making sure that they are heavily guarded around the inner harbor and things. Why? Because the city makes big money off of the tourist areas. So, if you must, and if you feel as though you need to be heard and you need to do action, then that's what I think. That's just my opinion. Um, I do know that the police are nervous. Um, they look frustrated. They look unsure. And they now look how our brothers, and I say brothers because this is mainly happening with black males. I'm pretty sure this is how our brothers feel: nervous, unsure, all that. So for Baltimore City police officers to feel that way sounds about even. Sounds about right. Again, what I'm saying is not going to be accepted, respected as my own personal opinion, um, by the masses. I already know that because, like I said, people find fault in everything I do. I mean, people are going to feel fault that I'm a redhead right now, probably. But, boop, who cares? Um, but yeah, that's pretty much how I feel. Um, I think that we need to be strategic in our actions. I think that we need to have unity and organization to what we do and not be so spontaneous or sporadic. I think that that's important. Um, but to be heard, and if this is what, the pressure cooker is now, the top is exploding, and you've seen your brothers, laying in the ground with, knees in his back and breaking his spine, and if you've seen his legs being dragged as he was escorted to the paddy wagon, and his legs literally going in different directions because his spine was broken. If you saw that with your own eyes, until you have seen that and until you have known the person personally, which I actually knew Freddie Gray, if you knew that that's how that brother had to go out, and if you saw it yourself with your own eyes, until then, you really, really don't understand this rage. Therefore, your opinion is void. You can have it, but it carries no weight or no substance to it. Not to people that have seen personally what has went on. Not for people that have seen his sister, his twin sister, cry and scream out a cry that only someone who has lost the person that touched their deepest part of their soul lost. If you have not known him personally, if you have not seen them lower him into the ground and throw dirt on his casket and know that that brother is in that casket and will never be seen again, if you have not seen that, felt that, or know that, then you can't understand or relate to this rage. You can't. It's something that is unexplainable. It's something that sometimes can't be contained other than to lash out. And I'm not saying that it would be my opinion or if it would be right a month from now. All I do know is that there is a rage. There is a deep hurt. And no, stealing rioting toilet paper, Pampers, and all that kind of stuff is not going to solve anything. Side note, all y'all brothers out there riding and taking Doritos and chips, get some diapers, cases of diapers for your damn kids. Stop worrying about Doritos and chips, Slim Jims, ice cream cups, and all that kind of stuff. Take some damn wipes, some diapers, and stuff like that for your kids. Because I know a lot of y'all got multiple kids. So, yeah, while you at it, since you there, since you doing the thing, holla at some cases of diapers. I don't want to hear nobody in the inner city saying they ain't got diapers for their kids. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But that was a side note. I digress. But yeah, so this is just how I feel. Again, I am enraged right now, so I don't know if my opinion is going to change. I have that right to change my opinion. But for right now, if it's structured, if it's targeting the areas that would be affected most as far as the city feeling the effects of it and hearing the cries and calls, if it's affecting the police officer feeling nervous, feeling unease, yes babe, feeling unease or anything like that, you're not burning down your own cars, your own homes, your own apartment complexes. The anger inside of me, what I feel from being here, from living it. Proceed.